and gentlemen, we've come to the end of episode 53, which means the final video on this playlist is the Indy News, where we take a break from the WWEs, the Lucha Undergrounds, the Impact when I do it. I haven't done it this week. I'm getting to it for all those people that want to watch Impact stuff. But right now, we're going to start talking about some independent stuff. We're going to kick it off.
Best in the world.
What he said. Ring of Honor this past Friday had their best in the world. We had the Battle of the Belts for the main event.
Fantastic match.
We're going to start at the beginning where we open up with a grudge match from 2 weeks ago on ROH TV. We had Mark Briscoe taking on Donovan Dijak. This is after Dijak attacked Briscoe after
the tag team match.
Yeah, the tag team match
versus House of Truth.
Yeah. This was good. Donovan Dijak immediately showing his dominance was really in control for most of the match after he power slammed Briscoe over the top rope.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Briscoe got distance on that slam. He almost...
He hit the guardrail.
Yeah, he hit the guardrail with his toes.
And it was a scary move, and I wasn't sure how well he was going to wrestle the rest of the match, but...
They're doing a really good job of putting over Donovan Dijak as, like, the next big rookie sensation of Ring of Honor.
Yeah, and it's, he doesn't look that impressive, like, as far as, like body type, he just kind of looks like a normal big guy, but then he's got some serious power. And he used it on Mark Briscoe, but Mark Briscoe did get the win. It took him a little while, but he was able to climb up to the top and hit the froggy bow and pick up the win over Donovan Dijak. Good opener. Good start.
During the match, ODB tore up the book cover to the Book of Truth.
Oh, that's right. And Truth Martini.
Then grabbed her memories.
Thank you, King Carino. God. Yeah, we had, Truth Martini got involved a little bit, but not enough to sway it in Donovan Dijak's favor. Our next match, we had a tag team match for the decade. BJ Whitmer and Adam Page took on ACH and Matt Sydal. This was a lot of Carino just wanting bad things to happen to BJ Whitmer.
Yeah, the commentary was fun on this one because he was so pro ACH to attack BJ Whitmer.
Yeah.
That's just because of his son being the young boy for Adam Page and BJ Whitmer.
Yeah, so he's very pro Sydal and ACH, which they were flying all over the ring from beginning to end. The Decade ends up picking up the win. ACH is getting ready to go for the 450, and BJ is able to knock him off the top rope, leaving, and Sydal, I think, knocks BJ off the apron, which allows Adam Page to hit the rite of passage, which is like a reverse tombstone on Sydal, picking up the win. King Carino wasn't too happy about that, but what are you going to do?
He's a commentator. He doesn't have to be happy.
I'm going to let you talk about this next one.
Are we talking about the match between the last real man in professional wrestling, Silas Young, versus the peacock of professional wrestling, Dalton Castle?
That is indeed what we're talking about right now.
All right. Well, this match was awesome. I definitely think it beat a lot of people's expectations, yours included. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Everyone's
getting their own chant.
Dalton
nowadays.
Castle's boys.
Yeah, they have their own chant.
Everyone.
The crowd didn't really get into it though.
Not really.
I think it was a first time thing, and they're hoping it'll catch on.
Which it probably will. Dalton Castle's very plays towards the crowd a lot.
True.
A lot of people like him. But definitely a big showing for him as far as his Ring of Honor career is concerned. Had a lot of good quality moments doing things like deadlift German suplex.
To Silas Young, who is a big dude. Like, I didn't expect Dalton Castle... I mean, Dalton Castle is big, but he doesn't look big.
Yeah, he's deceptively big. And he looks like just kind of like plain old Joe Schmo kind of guy. Yeah,
and seeing him be able to deadlift Silas Young was pretty impressive.
Yes. Hahowever, not impressive for him enough to get the win, right? Silas Young won? No, Castle won?
Yeah.
I don't remember who won. I have a really bad attention span.
What happened at the end is Silas Young ended up hitting the referee because he was beating up Dalton Castle. The referee was trying to get involved, and he shoved him. And, and the ref's like, what are you doing? You can't shove. I'm the referee. And he went to shove him again, and as he did,
Dalton Castle low-blowed
him and rolled him up.
Schoolboy roll-up, that's right.
Yeah.
What I was thinking about was after the match, Silas Young ruthlessly attacked one of Dalton Castle's boys.
Yeah, that was messed up. Dalton Castle and the other boy ended up saving him. But yeah, I definitely think this is a feud that's going to carry on. Into some future TV tapings.
You don't lariat somebody's boy.
It's messed up.
Whatever that is.
Kind of boy. Yeah. That's a euphemism for something.
It's gotta be.
And then in a what's the word I'm looking for? Unadvertised match, we had War Machine taking on the reunited CNC Wrestle Factory.
Yeah, Cedric Alexander, Caprice Coleman back together again.
There's been rumblings.
This was Caprice Coleman trying to get Cedric Alexander on the right path back to winning.
Yeah, because Cedric Alexander's only win was this past week on ROH TV when he hit Moose with the wrench.
Yeah, he's been on a losing streak for quite a while, and with his first win coming by way of cheating.
Yeah.
His former tag team partner is kind of trying to get him motivated and inspired, and it really, really, definitely backfired.
Yeah,
because we saw Cedric Alexander trying to use the same wrench again.
Well, and there was no communication between him and Coleman for the entirety of the match, which wasn't very long.
Yeah.
They couldn't decide who was going to start the match, and then War Machine took early advantage. Caprice Coleman ended up trying to hit a big drop kick and ended up kicking Cedric Alexander off the apron, so he was down for a while. And then when he got back up on the apron, he had the wrench in his hand and tried to get Caprice to tag him.
Caprice said, "I ain't letting you cheat again."
Yeah, Caprice wasn't gonna go with the dirty tactics, and so he ended up getting hit with Fallout by War Machine. War Machine picking up the win, and we thought we were gonna get Cedric hitting Caprice with the wrench, but he said, "No, you know what? I'm gonna leave it.
Worth it.
I'm gonna leave it at that, and we're done." So there's no chance we're gonna see any more of CNC Wrestle Factory because Cedric
Except
Alexander
for against each other.
Yeah,
because they're probably gonna go against each other. My guess is Death Before Dishonor.
Probably. I could see that happening. Then we had the match that Mr. Kevin Hawk was so excited for. The triple threat #1 contenders match, Roderick Strong, Moose, and Michael Elgin.
The man baby.
This was a really good match. Moose we see mostly dominate his matches, and we got to see him do a lot more. Showing the elevation he can get on drop kicks. I think he ended up hitting a crossbody on Elgin, and he
dove off the top rope to both guys on the floor.
Yeah, he was doing a lot more than he normally does, and it was great. Elgin had Moose up for a fan's count of 30-second stalling suplex, which is roughly 22 seconds maybe if you actually slow it down and count in normal speed. Still super impressive. Roderick Strong trying to outpower these guys. There was the one
definitely.
We thought he was going to go for the backbreaker off the second rope.
Yeah, it was a side slam.
Yeah, but still, he did it to, was it Elgin or was it Moose?
That was Moose.
Yeah. It's just a lot of really good stuff in this match, and 3 very different styles as far as
dynamically different.
Yeah.
Dramatically dynamic differences. Other board that starts with D. Dick.
Whoa. Okay, moving on. Roderick Strong ends up picking up the win, hitting the sick kick on Moose.
Well, he hit it on Elgin first.
Yeah,
and then on Moose.
Knocked Elgin out of the ring, hit it on Moose, got the win. Roderick Strong is the #1 contender, and we got
the word that he's going to face the winner of the Battle of the Belts.
Yes.
At Death Before Dishonor.
Yes.
Which is live on iPay-per-view.
Yep, and we're going to tell you when that is coming up pretty soon. But we had the Code of Honor. Roderick Strong shook hands with
Elgin.
Moose. Well, yeah, we shook hands with Elgin. Then we know that Veda Scott doesn't want Moose shaking people's hand, and she was very against it. But Moose shook Roderick's hand. Roderick took off. And we had Veda just yelling at Moose, slapping him a couple times.
And he kind of got fed up with it.
We thought, oh no, we're gonna see Veda get speared right out of that
mint green
dress, and it's not gonna look pretty. But instead, Moose gets clocked in the head with the wrench by Cedric Alexander.
And then Stokely Hathaway also got
oh my
clocked
god,
in the back of the head.
he knocked the shit out of Stokely Hathaway, and Veda is now seemingly with Cedric Alexander.
Well, once you go black,
you get bad credit.
Yep.
And you never go back.
That too.
Moving on, we had the 6-man tag match, the Bullet Club taking on the Kingdom. This was just
Show stealer match.
Non-stop action from beginning to end. Absolutely.
Lots of super kicks. As if you didn't expect
everywhere.
If you didn't expect that much out of the 6 guys there.
I couldn't even begin to tell you the different spots we saw. There was a lot of suckets, which was funny.
Yes. There was at one point the triple apron moonsault from the Bullet Club to the Kingdom.
Oh, right. And that was after the Bullet Club was going for a triple dive, and the Kingdom all stopped it. They started gloating, went back up to the outside, and then the Bullet Club did the triple moonsault to the outside. There was so much going on. Maria ended up getting super kicked by 2 or 3 different people at once.
Well, she got the Young Bucks double super kick and AJ Styles Pele simultaneously.
Fuck. Yeah, she needs to know that when she's out there with people that super kick, it's gonna happen to her. It's a thing.
Usually does.
It's a thing. It happens all the time. But the Bullet Club did pick up the win after Matt Jackson hits the Indy Taker, Tombstone Power and literally hands Adam Cole to AJ Styles for him to hit the Styles Clash and pick up the win.
And a slight dissension within the Kingdom post-match with everyone who's not Adam Cole looking at very, very disappointedly towards Adam Cole.
Yeah, well, everyone was looking at him
except Maria was looking at the lights.
Maria was still knocked out, and Michael Bennett was carrying her around. But yeah, Bennett and Taven were a little pissed off that Cole lost the match for him. I know what happened the next night on the tapings, but I won't spoil anything. I'll tell you later. But if you know what happens, you know what happened. And then our semi-main event, the tag team Anything Goes match. The Addiction defending the ROH tag team titles against Red Dragon. This is the rematch.
I gotta say right off the bat, loved Daniel's entrance gear.
Well, I still don't get it. I need to go back and look at it.
Military formal wear.
I don't know what the fuck it was.
Not sure. You were convinced he was hiding something.
Yeah, it was a hardcore match. I assumed there was some, because he doesn't look that big. So I was like, okay, there's got to be something under there, but there wasn't.
Because he took it off and it was just him in a singlet.
Nothing. Lots of great spots with this. Fucking tables and chairs.
Kyle O'Reilly getting the double Razor's Edge onto the
guardrail.
They
laid the guardrail across the chairs. It was fucked up.
It was.
There was the.
They taped Bobby Fish to the middle rope.
Yeah, and did it, and
that's when they did the number on Kyle O'Reilly.
Yeah, Kyle O'Reilly was all by himself.
Somebody gave Bobby Fish what looked to be a pair of shrub trimmers.
Yeah, and he cut his way out of the athletic tape. There was the rock bottom type move through the chair
in the middle of the ring. Yeah, that looked
just obliterated. I think that was the Bobby Fish.
Yeah.
The Addiction ended up picking up the win because Sabin came out.
Yeah, Red Dragon looked like they were actually going to have things in the bag.
Yeah, because they were getting ready for Chasing the Dragon on a chair. And that was pretty much going to spell the end for the Addiction. But Seidel, or not Seidel, I was reading a different match. Sabin comes out and actually stops the pin after...
They actually hit it on Daniels.
Yeah, they hit it. They didn't use the chair, though. Yeah. They were going for the chair, Kazarian stopped it, and they were able to go for it again, and Kazarian was taken out. But they hit it, Sabin comes out, pulls the referee out, and this causes enough distraction for Kazarian to take out, I believe, O'Reilly, and then they hit Celebrity Rehab on Bobby Fish, picking up the win and retaining the tag team titles. We haven't really seen Sabin for...
quite a while.
For a while, because apparently he's been dealing with some injuries, which is why he was pulled out of DDT4 last month.
Yeah.
But he's back and he's still...
And he's got a haircut.
Yeah, he does. Shaved all his hair off.
Not all of it.
Yeah, most of it. Looks like mine. Kind And then we had our main event, the Battle of the Belts, TV title versus world title, Jay Lethal versus Jay Briscoe. These two...
They brought it... honestly, I expected it to be longer.
You know what? It was longer. We just didn't get to see half of it.
Really?
Remember?
One of the feed cut out?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
There
was a choppy feed thing.
Yeah, the DirecTV feed cut out a couple of times. There was some spots where it paused, and we had to try and skip forward. We couldn't watch most of it, but what we did see, these two tried to do everything they could.
Can I backtrack a second to the tag team championship match?
Yeah.
Was it the tag team championship match where friggin' somebody was running across the apron and got knocked off and almost killed
Scarlett Bordeaux? Yeah. It was O'Reilly.
Yeah. Doing his running thing he does on the apron a lot.
And he
got knocked off and almost took out Scarlett Bordeaux, who was at ringside timekeeping.
Well, no, they had all moved. She was walking over by the guardrail. She got smashed up against the guardrail.
Yeah.
But then got up.
Don't murder her.
She was fine though.
All right.
She's a hardcore chick. She was back at it. She wasn't fucking around. So
no, and don't kill the hot chick.
Yeah.
Sitting at ringside.
Yeah, what he said. But anyway, to our main event.
Yeah.
Jay Briscoe, Jay Lethal, a lot riding on this match.
They're considering it the most important match in Ring of Honor history.
It is because you've got two of the brightest stars in ROH. You've got Jay Briscoe, who hasn't been pinned in over 2 years.
Yeah, it's 829 days or
something like that. It was just a ridiculous amount of time that he has never been pinned. And then you've got Jay Lethal, that if he wins the ROH World title, he becomes the third ever Triple Crown champion in Ring of Honor. So there's so much riding on both these guys. They both have their families there watching them, and they fucking brought it.
Yeah.
It actually
Jay Driller to the table on the outside.
Fuck, man. I don't ever want to do anything like that because that's terrifying. Jay Lethal actually had to use both the Jay Driller and the Lethal Injection to pick up the win in this match.
He had to hit Jay Briscoe with his own finishing move before hitting it with his own finishing move.
I think, he hit the Jay Driller once, earlier in the match, just as like a fuck you to Jay Briscoe.
Well, no, he went for it and it got reversed.
Was it?
Yeah.
I thought he hit it twice.
No.
Oh.
He hit the Lethal Injection twice.
That's what it was. Okay. Yeah, because Jay Briscoe kicked out of the first Lethal Injection, and Jay Lethal's like, oh fuck, now what do I do?
So I'm going to hit him with his
own move.
finishing move. And then hit him with my finishing move again.
But they did adhere to the Code of Honor both before and after the match. I'm sure we'll get a rematch sometime. Jay Briscoe, I'm sure, has a rematch for the ROH title,
But we know for sure we got Lethal versus Strong at Death Before Dishonor.
We do indeed, and that is going to be a hell of a match. That was Best in the World. We're going to move on to some other results.
We definitely have other results. Same day, but not live on pay-per-view.
No.
AAW Wrestling Redefined brings you Killers Among Us, I believe from Marionette Park, Illinois. We had the Hooligans defeat Davey Vega and Matt Fitchett. Allison Kay defeated Candice LeRae. Tyson Dux defeated Shane Hollister. Matt Cage won a 5-way scramble match against Heidi Lovelace, Marcus Crane, and both members of Zero Gravity. Tommaso Ciampa defeated Eddie Kingston. Post-match, Eddie Kingston got the mic and said that he's going to take time off of AAW to recoup from some injuries. While he's cutting the promo, Tyson Dux and Matt Cage came out and attacked him, put him through a table on the outside.
Oh, shit.
Johnny Gargano defeated DJZ. Lewis Linden defeated Christian Faith via submission to become the new AAW Heritage Champion.
Wow.
And Ohio is for Killers successfully defended the Tag Team Championships against the Monster Mafia in the main event.
They've been Tag Team Champions for a while.
Yeah. And then post-main event, Ethan Page challenged his own partner, Josh Alexander, for the AAW Championship at the next AAW Vanguard show.
Oh.
Which happened today, in which Ethan Page defeated Josh Alexander and is the new AAW champion.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, alright.
And then we have Global Force Wrestling.
Yes, from yesterday we had a Another Global Force Wrestling. They haven't done their TV tapings yet. That's coming next month in Las Vegas. But they're doing some live shows just to kind of get people aware of what's going on. So as of yesterday, we had Sanjay Dutt defeat Jimmy Rave. Jigsaw beat Chuck Taylor. We had Thea Trinidad defeat Lady Tapa. PJ Black and Andrew Everett defeated the Hot Shots. Doc Gallows defeated Luke Hawx in what people are saying is probably the best match on the card. And then in the main event, Shelton Benjamin defeated Chris Mordetsky, formerly known as Chris Masters, and I'm not going to tell you why.
It definitely had something to do with Scott Steiner. I'm sorry. That's it for results, though. We have a couple little news stories. I know you've got a follow-up on the Figures Toy Company and the next contracted signee they have.
Yes, so we've talked about a few. If you go back,
Bucks, Steen, Briscoe,
Brian Myers, Cliff Compton, Joey Ryan, Mikey Whipwreck, New Jack, Jim Cornette, and now
Just Incredible,
and now Kenny Omega from the Bullet Club.
Yeah, so we got Bucks and Kenny Omega.
Yeah,
Bullet Club's running strong here.
Hell yeah. So
Gallows and Anderson.
Yeah, he's the only one. It seems like they're announcing about one a week as of right now, since they had the big reveal of the first six or seven that they were doing. So now they're just kind of doing one a week. Still no release date yet, but we do know that Kenny Omega will be a part of that Figures Toy Company independent wrestling toy line.
Yeah, that's exciting.
And in other news, some not so exciting news.
Not so exciting news coming out of the camp of Josh Alexander. Just talked about him losing the AAW Championship. About a week ago, he announced via a blog that he is stepping away and retiring from professional wrestling due to neck injury. Apparently, he had suffered a neck injury previously. I believe it was in a tag team match, him and Ethan Page versus Red Dragon at Ring of Honor. Took time off, had surgery to repair it. Didn't really tell anybody about it when it happened.
And then just continued to wrestle.
Continued to wrestle while he was supposed to be taking off time to recover from the surgery. Started getting better. And after he started actually recovering is when he told Ethan Page about the surgery. And then, he wanted to keep going post-surgery because he felt like there were still a lot of things he wanted to accomplish. One of which was debuting for Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, which he did. And then the second showing they had at Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, they went against Love Gun. He took a powerbomb backcracker combination, which basically he slipped during the backcracker portion, slipped right through Seidel's legs and landed on his head, which re-aggravated his neck injury. And so he's deciding he's going to hang it up. He wrestled that show for AAW. He's going to be defending the AIW Championship at Absolution X, and then the following Sunday for A1 Wrestling is going to be wrestling his final show. Yeah. Never good to hear about a guy going out due to injury, especially a neck injury. But he's got a wife, he's got a daughter, so I understand.
Yeah, I think the one thing that we can hope for though is that he's not too old, so there is a good chance that if he's able to take some time off, really rest up, he'll probably get that itch again, and I'm sure we'll see him back.
Yeah, I mean he could come back, and
just
it's
do
not
a match
to say,
every now and again.
And it's not to say that you can't be part of the wrestling business in other facets.
True.
Be a referee, announcer, commentator, something.
Yeah, lots of people have showed us that. I mean, the commentary team for Lucha Underground is Vampiro and Matt Stryker.
Yeah.
So
Steve Carino is a commentator at Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
A lot of former wrestlers do that shit.
Yeah. So there's a good chance we'll see him back, but as of right now, get well, rest up the neck.
Yeah. So now, upcoming shows.
Upcoming events.
We've got on the 26th of this month, Mystery Vortex 3 from Pro Wrestling Guerrilla.
All right.
That's going to be their normal location in Reseda, California. It's Mystery Vortex 3, Rock and Shock the Nation. And just like the other two Mystery Vortex shows, it's a mystery. They're not announcing any of the matches on the card. If you want to know who's going to wrestle, you have to be there to find out. Or
I think that's a cool way to market.
way later and watch the DVD. or after the show's over, look at the results.
Support indie wrestling. Buy the DVDs.
Yeah.
Unless you find out that it sucks, then don't buy the DVD.
Absolutely. And then we have on the 10th of July, the big one we're excited about, AIW's Absolution X, Absolution 10, Roman numeral X.
That's why I do this.
Cleveland, Ohio. A lot of exciting stuff happening on this one. Like I said earlier, Josh Alexander is defending the Absolute Championship against Ricky Shane Page. Davey Vega defends the Intense Championship against BJ Whitmer. To Infinity and Beyond defend the tag titles against Hot Sauce Entertainment. The Women's Championship is on the line. Veda Scott defending against Athena.
Nice.
We have the return of Tim Donst.
Yes.
In the Anything Goes match against Combat Zone Wrestling's Nick Gage.
That's going to be intense.
We have the...
Absolutely intense.
Yeah, the 8-man tag match. The Iron Curtain led by Gregory Iron versus Joshua Singh, Kaplan, Frankie Flynn, and Brian Carson. The 6-person scramble match with Chris Sabin, Candice LeRae, Tyler Thomas, Cedric Alexander, Lewis Linden, and Flip Kendrick. And just added an I Quit match between Ethan Page and Eddie Kingston.
Ooh.
And then
good luck, Ethan.
Yeah, the Cleveland Street Fight 10-man tag.
Yeah.
Johnny Gargano, Josh Prohibition, Alex Daniels, and the Young Bucks representing the stalwarts of AIW taking on Dudes on TV.
Yeah, Matt Cross. You got Samoa Joe, who was the fifth guy added. You've got 3 other guys that I can't remember because I'm terrible at this.
Wow. Yeah. Matt Cross, DJ Z,
that one.
Raymond Rowe, Ethan Carter III, and Samoa Joe.
Ah, all right. See,
yeah.
That's why he does this stuff. I don't do it because he remembers better than I do.
Yeah. So a lot of stuff going on there.
Absolution's gonna be a big card.
Big card. It's loaded. And then you have information on some details on the whereabouts of Ring of Honor TV tapings and live events.
So the day after Absolution X, on the 7th of July, they'll be in Hopkins, Minnesota for their first...
That's not the day after Absolution.
I thought you said the 10th.
You said the 7th.
Oh. It's because it's the 7th. It's the 11th. 7-11.
Oh, there we go.
July 7th.
That is the day after.
July 11th, not the 7th. They'll be in Hopkins, Minnesota.
At a 7-Eleven.
Yeah. They'll be in Hopkins, Minnesota, and then 6 days later on the 17th, they'll be in Las Vegas for their Aftershock tour, and that'll lead directly into Death Before Dishonor that will be in Baltimore, Maryland on the 24th of July.
Yeah, Death Before Dishonor. A lot of, big grudge matches usually all culminate at Death Before Dishonor.
Yeah, as of right now, the only match we know for sure is that Roderick Strong will get his title match. There aren't any matches actually on the ROH website as of right now, but based on what they said at Best in the World, that's the one match we know we'll get. That'll probably be our main event. So as the weeks go through, we'll be able to let you know what else is happening there. But I'm going to send it back over to you because you got Jakara.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. On the 25th, the day after Death Before Dishonor, we've got Storming the Castle coming from South Windsor, Connecticut. No matches announced yet. Also the next day, the 26th, the Immaculate Election coming from Providence, Rhode Island. No matches announced for that one either.
That was quick and painless.
Yeah.
That's interesting because a lot of Jakara shows we usually have at least one match kind of set for what the next shows are going to be.
Yeah. I mean, it's still quite a while ahead of time. It's more than a month. So I'm expecting some matches. Some of the first matches will probably start showing up here in the next week.
Yeah. No new updates as far as King of Trios. We still just have Team AAA, the Bullet Club, and Team Fight Club Pro.
Yeah.
Those are the only 3 we got announced so far. But we're getting closer to September, so I'm sure we'll be rolling in trios teams here pretty soon. They'll start spouting them off so they can start setting up that first round. So we'll keep you updated with that.
Exciting.
But I think that's it for Indie News.
I believe you're correct, sir.
So that means that you should like, favorite, subscribe if you liked it and it was your favorite and you want to subscribe. Other ways that you can be updated when the videos go up, be sure to follow all them links down in the description. And above those links, all the links to all the people that we just talked about.
Really?
So you can...
All the links, like JakaraPro.com.
Yeah.
And ProWrestlingGorilla.com.
Yeah. And
even Beyond Wrestling's Look Ma No Fans.
Yeah, that one's down there too. ROH Wrestling is down there as well. And a couple of, there's DGUSA.tv. There's
Combat Zone Wrestling.
Combat Zone Wrestling. There's all kinds of stuff down there.
Speaking of Combat Zone Wrestling, I might force this guy to watch the Tournament of Death.
I want to do it, but I want to do it. But I don't want to do it.
That's what she said. Oh, that's bad.
Whoa! Post down in the comments why that was a really wrong comment. Whoa! Are you okay? You're making noises off screen. You alright?
I sneezed over there.
That's a cool trick. You gotta teach me how to do
Click
that.
on the playlist too. Watch all the videos that happened before this. We'll see you in a day or so for a Raw review.
Yeah, it'll be pretty quick. See you there.
Have a nice day. Night, evening, afternoon.
Bang bang.